What's going on, y'all? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm just testing out this live stream on the road. Yeah, let me see. I'm on the move, so just testing this thing out. But I want to give y'all my thoughts on the whole Rose Namajunas ducking thing. Get started in a minute. One second, y'all. Here. Hang on 1 second. All right, BJ, I see you say something. Hold on, man. Hold on. BJ said, "Don't tell me you say Rose ain't ducking too when she's turned down Whaley before." Man, I don't think Rose is ducking, man. You can't go off of what Dana White's saying. Maybe if you think about it, maybe they didn't want to take the fight in December. I mean, y'all need to start checking Rose's Instagram, what she's dealing with right now. I mean, when you starting to deal with some outside influences, acts of God, you can't stop. Now, if you just come out straight up say I don't want to fight this person, or if you get anxiety to fight that person, and you turn down the fight, then that's a duck to me. But I don't think Rose said anything of the sort. I mean, Dana White, whenever he says something like that, he's just trying to egg the fight on. He's just trying to put a fire under that person's ass because they're not giving him what he wants. I mean, if you think about it, he said stuff like this in the past. I mean, Dana White, he's tried to say, oh man, the Nunes ain't gonna fight no, she ain't gonna fight no more main events and no more pay-per-views. Look at that. That's just how he tries to fire people up. Are you talking about when she wanted to get a rematch with Jessica Andrade? I mean, personally, that ain't really no duck either. I mean, I'd rather fight the person that beat me before I fight the champion. I wouldn't feel right if I ain't just jump back in there. Y'all would have said she was ducking Jessica Andrade if she would have went for Wei Lee instead of Jessica Andrade. You know, y'all would have said the same exact thing. Like if she would have took on Wei Lee for the belt, y'all would have said, "Oh, she don't want no rematch. She don't want no get back at Jessica Andrade." That's what y'all would have said. It's a lose-lose situation for her. I mean, if she would have took on, like I said, if she would have took on Wei Lee, y'all would say she was Jessica Andrade for the rematch. But she took Jessica Andrade in the rematch. Now y'all saying she ducking Wei Lee. But again, I know that the fight was, like I said, reportedly in the works for December, and the fight didn't come to fruition this month the way Dana White wanted it to. So he's going to say that, oh, she don't want to fight, but she probably never even said anything like, no, I don't want to fight. Maybe she said, I don't want to do it in December because she has other family issues. maybe she said that she didn't want to do it because she had family issues, and he just ran with that and said, "Oh, okay, I'm fine with that." Then he went to the media and said, "Oh, Rose don't want to fight. She don't want to fight. Carlos Esparza wants to fight." So nobody gave Vegan a pass. Why should Vegan get a pass the same as Rose? Look, I was a fan of Vegan Anderson. I still am a fan of Vegan Anderson in some ways. I like watching her fight, but why should she get a pass the same way Rose? Is she dealing with the same things? And no, the same rules don't apply to everyone, BJ. If the circumstances are different, they're not the same. I mean, if you're dealing with like a death in the family, or if you're dealing with an injury, that's your pass. But if you're just somebody that straight up not ready mentally, or if you just mentally shook for that fight, then that's considered a duck. I mean, if you continue to call somebody's name out, and then when that person acknowledges that call out, and you ain't ready, then that's basically a duck. But I mean, if you're really dealing with some outside circumstances, outside situations, then hey, and like I said, Rose didn't say she was ducking. I mean, if you look at her resume, why would she duck at this point? I mean, the things she's dealt with in the octagon before, still a young fighter. Why would she try to duck? I mean, yeah, she's not a very consistent champion like Joanna was, but she's kind of a pick-up type person. Like when she wants to do it, but she never straight up just said no. All right, give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta work. All right. Yeah, I just had to get on here real quick and give y'all my thoughts on that because so many people have been talking about it, but hang on, y'all. Hang on, y'all. Gotta get my situation straight. All right. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Oh, Salute Marcus Bell. What's going on? Let's see. Ernest Richards said, "What also makes it worse is that WMMA pointed out this afternoon, Rose took her worst damage against Andrade the second go round. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. But still, they gave Rose what ultimately was the JJ Whaley banger after her loss, after Whaley demolished Jessica." BJ said every fighter, no matter the level, should be held at the same accountability, even if the situation is different, man. Even if hold on, even if you're saying like, oh, so it's if this person's dealing with the death in the family. I mean, she's gone online before and talked about this, that she been dealing with somebody in her family that was sick, Wow, you dang BJ, you didn't hear what I was saying at the beginning of the stream? Like whenever you started, you didn't hear none of that. You said what was Rose's situation though? You didn't hear me mention none of that before. You didn't hear none of that. You didn't just hear me talking about the death in the family or the sick family member at first, but I think that person's passed away now. I mean, every job has a bereavement time, right? Y'all got that bereavement time if y'all work, right? Somebody passes away, don't necessarily mean you ducking work. Who's gonna come to work if somebody passes away in the family, or if you got somebody sick that you're dealing with? Yeah, you gotta follow Rose more if you need to know a person's situation, man. You said I'm sure Dana knew that, so why would he say that if he knew someone died? Well, look at her Instagram right now. If that person just passed away, or if they were on their deathbed in the past few weeks, you should try to understand that. If you were dealing with the person leading up to this point when they passed away just today, then you should try to, show that person some sympathy. That's all I'm saying. So he got to make it. He got to make it. He got to. He don't want the UFC to look soft, so he gonna definitely say some crazy crap like that and just say, "Oh, this person don't want to fight," just so it makes the Carlos Esparza fight look even more better. Because he's gonna make Carlos Esparza look like that hero riding in on the white horse to say, "Oh yeah, I saved the day. Rose ain't don't want to fight. Watch me. I step in to take the fight." Because I mean, if you look on her Instagram today, which y'all should all do, research these fighters. If you look at her Instagram right now, she just posted up what happened. So you know that she was dealing with this in the past few weeks leading up to today. And Pat Barry already said that they're not ducking the fight. They want the fight. Tell you when life comes up, man, that ain't no duck. Everybody want to be they're close to 100%. So you just can't say, oh man, this person don't want that fight. Now, if like I said, if you in a situation with like Megan Anderson, no, you don't get no pass because what were you dealing with? Were you dealing with like an injury, or were you dealing with like just anxiety from biting off more than you can chew? If you do that, then that's your own fault. If I'm gonna go outside right now and say, oh man, there's a bear in the woods, I'm gonna go get that bear, and then I say, oh, I realize what I'm dealing with, then I back out the woods and oh shit, I just ducked the bear. I said I was gonna fight it, right? So Dana gonna put Rose on blast knowing she lost someone. This is Dana White we talking about, right? This is Dana White we talking about, right? Salute Robert Henry. Yeah, this Dana White we talking about, right? Salute Marcus Bell. It would look goofy if Rose got that fight against Whaley initially after the slam loss. Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It would look goofy. That's why she wanted to get back against Jessica Andrade. That first go round, she was not ducking Whaley. She wanted to get back with Jessica Andrade. How would that look if she chose to fight, or how would that look if they gave Rose the title fight coming off a vicious slam loss on her neck. Why would she deserve that title shot? I wouldn't have gave her that title shot, even if she asked for it. I said, you just got slammed on your neck. You need to get that get back. And she went to get the get back, and now, okay, now she's dealing with something right now. And whenever 2021 comes, she's gonna get the fight. And usually, if you're not a consistent type champion like Joanna, if you're not a consistent type of person like that, if you're not somebody that's going to fall in the line, fall into terms like Amanda Nunes, he's going to, and you try to think for yourself, he is going to try to push the wrong buttons. He's going to try to push you to the side to push the wrong buttons. I mean, you see that any job, man. If you ever work some places where people will try to push you, if you try to stand on your own too, if you're not just falling in line, then they're gonna be like, oh, all right, well, if he's not doing it this way, then we don't consider him, you know, how what's the best way to put it? Someone that doesn't work well with others. She's not pushing the company the way he wants right now, so he's gonna make a false narrative. Couldn't pay terms be an issue as well. I can see that too, because right now, we're dealing with this pandemic, and it's a possibility that he's probably trying to pay like a flat rate to both fighters, and she knows her worth. I mean, yeah, pay could be an issue too. And if you're working out financial situations, I would never say that's a duck either until you just completely say I don't want it. You know what I mean? If you just completely turn it down, then I would just say, yeah, that person is ducking out. But if you're in the middle of negotiations, which they still are, then yeah, negotiations probably just didn't go his way. So he's probably like, let me give it to Carla. She's being too difficult right now. Dana White is ruthless. Let him be in that position. The man is sick. I mean, when it comes to money and power and things like that, people are. I do believe that Dana is trying to push Rose to the side. Yeah. Um, the second Andrade fight, second Andrade Rose fight got kicked back roughly 3 months from the Khabib Tony card because COVID crashed the party. Yeah. And I mean, right now too, I'm like, this is a major fight. You got to put all that into play. Certain things with training could be going wrong. Um, Making sure everything is straight. I mean, yeah, look, COVID crashed her family. I mean, she put that on blast like a few months ago over the summer. She was dealing with, sick family members. So, all of that stuff you just got to put into, you got to factor all that stuff in. But her not taking the Rose fight, her Rose not taking the Whaley fight right now this month at this very moment is not the same as Megan Anderson completely going MIA from the Chris Cyborg fight. That's a totally different situation. That's a totally different situation in my opinion. And it's totally different than Nico Montano as well. Nico Montano had the belt, had the opportunity right there in front of her to make her first title defense against Valentina Shevchenko, but she turned it down. And it was completely turned down too, because even though she was suffering maybe an injury or two here, she never said, "Okay, we're just going to put the fight on hold." But yeah, y'all, I'll probably be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'm just making some moves on the ground right now. I'm working, but I just wanted to come on here and give y'all my quick thoughts on Rose. Like I said, I don't think she's ducking. That's my opinion. Um, I think the fight will happen in 2021, but I'll talk more about it with y'all probably tomorrow if I get on live stream tomorrow. Uh, Let me know what y'all think though in the comment section. I mean, I personally, like I said, I don't think she's ducking. Uh, I'm just looking at her resume. She got all the names on her resume. She's took L's, she took W's, she's took the belt before. Why would she duck all of a sudden now? Robert Henry said what Megan, GDR, Nico did was the definition of ducking. Yeah, those were straight up ducking. Like I like GDR style and I like her as a fighter, but she's always gonna have that dark cloud over her head that she ducked. Because same with her, she had surgery, but she didn't necessarily just put the fight off. It's one thing to postpone it, say, let me get right, let me get this thing, let me get this hand right, let me get this situation right, then we can make the fight. But no, it was like we gonna vacate the title. We just gonna go MIA. When you just go straight up MIA, then hey, that is a duck. But if you like, oh look, I got family things going on. Come on. Like if I'm a fighter and I'm dealing with a death in the family, y'all can talk all you want. You know what I mean? Like y'all can say I'm a coward, I'm a ducker, whatever. But family comes first. I say that now. Shit, I say that now. Wendy Clear said, I agree. Rose was in a great mood after the second out drive fight, saying she's living what she's doing. She seems excited to share the octagon with Whaley, sharing posters about East West respect. Yeah. Now, like I said, I have questioned her mentality before. Her just keeping full on focus, even when she gets in the octagon. I've questioned if she wants to be a fighter before, and that she needs to find that flame again. I've said that, but as long if she shows up, if she shows up, whether she wins or loses, that's not a duck. You know, all day long I say she lost focus in that Just Gone Drive fight in the second, in the first fight. All day long I say she got knocked out, but she got slammed on her neck because she lost focus. But I can't say she was a duck. Definitely can't say she was a coward. She took a L, but she's definitely not a coward. Same with the second fight. She fought the wrong fight down the stretch in the third round. Was about to get knocked out again, but she came out with the victory. Not a duck though. Definitely not a duck. Everybody that she said she would fight, she's fought. Every fight that she says she fight, she's fought. We haven't got that with some of these other people that we mentioned. You can't measure the effect of someone losing a loved one. Even a really close friend can consider that. Yeah, getting injuries, family members. If you're dealing with that situation, and you still got to deal with the pressure of Dana White calling you. BJ said why she turned down Whaley before, because she wanted to fight Jessica Andrade again. How would that look if she fought Whaley after getting knocked out by Jessica Andrade or slammed on her neck? Excuse me. Same thing, knocked out. How would that look if she didn't try to get back? She turned down the Whaley fight because she wanted to get at Jessica Andrade first. Beat that fighter that beat you, right that wrong, and then you get the title shot. That makes sense. I wouldn't have gave her that title shot. So it makes sense not to even take that fight. They ain't gonna offer the belt, the fight for the belt. I'd be like, hell no, you don't need that belt fight. Why you gonna fight for the belt? You just lost to the person that she beat. You don't deserve that. BJ said, good cover story. If you ask me, a duck is a duck. Okay. Oh, hold on 1 second. BJ, wow.
BJ, wow. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hang on one second here. What am I looking at? Let me look at this real quick. Rose Namajunas. I got to pull up her Instagram right now. Yeah, and I know y'all heard about Jose Cotton too, man. Dang. Yeah. All right. So, rest in peace to Rose, her grandfather, multiple time wrestling champion of Lithuania. It's in my blood. It's in my destiny. This life is temporary, but we are a family of champions and will always be forever. Now you are with the real champion, Father in heaven. Amen. So right there, yeah, she just lost her grandfather. She went on and posted on Instagram. She posted pictures, and like she said, she comes from a family of champions. So she will be back. She still is a champion. Wendy clear up. She was having motivation issues, so they gave Joanna to Whaley. Rose was ready soon after, so she took Andrade. Robert Henry said, even though sometimes fighters can't fight through the emotion, but not always, people have some fighters have been given the bless from the person to take the fight before they pass, but don't. Yeah, yeah. So that's the post there, So y'all can take it how you want to take it, but like I said, I don't see that as a duck. Even Jessica Andrade, she acknowledged, she sent her condolences, so it's real. When you dealing with the death in the family, like I said, I'm sure some of y'all have, we all have, don't want to deal with that anymore, but you know it's coming again. So you just gotta understand that that's the pressure of that. Like the fight game don't mean nothing when that's going down. You know, Dana probably felt like a jealous female because he got sidelined, but she dealing with something serious right now. But yeah, um, make sure y'all subscribe. I'm about to get up out of here. Got to go handle some business. Like I said, that's my thoughts. Rose is not a duck. Rose will be back. Sending my condolences to Namajunas and her family. Yeah, she will be back. That fight will happen 2021. Not a duck, BJ. Oh yeah, Taylor Santos will win, BJ. I'm out. Peace.